What's going on, guys? Your boy Amazing. We're back with another video, and in today's video, guys, me going over the brand new Mark II Valente and how good she actually is on the RATATOSKR Demonic Beast from a free-to-play player's perspective. In this video, guys, I'll be showcasing to you guys this team on the floor 2 specifically and showing you guys what I'm able to do and seeing if we can actually beat the floor 2, since I've been kind of struggling to actually get the clear, and I had like a few recordings where I actually got very close, but I thought I would do a live run with you guys just to show you what I think the issue is with this character and why you guys might not want to actually be pulling for this character, man. It's honestly crazy. Like, I was thinking like this character is gonna make the world like so much easier for RATATOSKR specifically, but it does kind of, you know, depend on how strong your account is, I think, at the end of the day, guys. Before we actually hop into the video, make sure to subscribe to your boy Amazing. We are on the road to the 50,000 subscribers. If you guys haven't hit that sub button already, man, definitely make sure to. I do appreciate all the support as of late, guys. And with that out of the way, let's hop in and go over this team, and I'll showcase you guys what we're actually doing. So this is the team setup right here, guys. We do have the boss on the critical chance, critical damage passive, which is better for him and not necessarily as good for us, but it should still be fine in terms of like running the team here. Now, in terms of our gear, I actually did decide to go with just straight up defense pieces, guys. I had a few people recommend to me, you know, go critical resistance, critical defense, and at the end of the day, I decided like I think I need the defense, guys. I think I do. You know, regardless of Gloxinia giving 40% defense related stats, like this team is just very hard for it to tank a lot of the hits sometimes. And even when you go throughout the fight, sometimes the RNG might not be on your side, and you really just need some kind of lucky RNG to kind of tank a phase. And so yeah, let's hop in, guys, and I'll kind of discuss what like my thoughts are on Valente as we go through second floor, and we'll see what we're actually doing with her and what we're able to do. So yeah, that is pretty much the setup right there, and I am rocking basic stat card set, and yeah, let's hop in and let's talk. Alright, guys, we are loading into the RATATOSKR Demonic Beast battle, and let's kind of talk about my thoughts on this Valente and why I think you guys might actually want to skip out on this character and maybe not spend your gems on her. Now, the thing is with Valente, guys, is that what she's providing for the team seems like really good on paper, right? For you guys that don't know what her kit is, I'll actually edit this onto the screen here and like talk about her passive here because it's in Japanese, so you guys won't be able to read it. But pretty much what she's able to do is that she's going to give you 8% attack related stats up to 40% whenever an ally or whenever she uses a skill. That's going to increase for the team, so it's going to be 8% up to 40 for your allies. Also, another thing as well is that she applies poison on her AoE skill, so either her AoE attack card or her ultimate, she's able to apply the poison debuff. Another thing as well, guys, is that she provides 20% HP related stats to the entire team off the rip. There is no like actual specific thing to have that HP related other than the fact that you need different race characters on the team to be able to do it, and that is pretty much her passive that she's providing for the team, guys. Alright, guys, post editing Amazing here. I forgot to mention that Valente does also remove debuffs on allies every time she does use a skill, so as you are stacking the attack related stats, you are also cleansing debuffs whenever you're using a skill with her specifically, which is actually a very nice combo alongside being able to remove the food poisoning. So yeah, that's just another thing I forgot to mention in my actual initial recording here, but I just wanted to put it in post editing just so you guys know that that is another feature that she is able to do. Now, our holy relic, I decided to make it, and I grinded this before I actually recorded this video, just in case it actually helps. But what it does is it increases only Valente's attack whenever she gets crit on, regardless of either allies or her, if I'm not mistaken. So I think it just in general, whenever the team gets crit on, we do increase this thing, if I'm not mistaken. So I could be wrong on this, but that is the holy relic and the passive right there. And yeah, I think, you know, what she's providing for the team is really good, guys, as I mentioned. So 40% attack related stats is really good in general, and I think overall it's not bad at all, really. Like, there's no complaints towards this character that I think is bad. I think everything she's doing is good, and the one thing that I see as the problem though is the fact that, you know, at least in my experience and my testing, I've had a lot of struggling with Valente in terms of her tanking. I don't know what it is, and this is with Gloxinia, guys. For you guys that don't know, Gloxinia is a character that you can run on this fight, and he does provide, what is it, 40% defense related stats on top of what he already has, you know, which is a very good amount. And yeah, overall, like the team, like right here, you guys are looking at it, and I'm like, and you're like, Amazing, you're tanking, like this is completely fine, you're taking no damage at all, right? This is really good, my tanking right here. So yeah, I mean, when you look at it like that and you see the way it looks when you see an attack like that, you're like, damn, okay, I mean, you're doing pretty good, amazing. You know, not too many issues right there, right? That's the thing I think that a lot of people do notice is that, right, like on the first phase of like floor 2 or even like all the phases of floor 1, it's not as bad. Once you get to that phase 3 of floor 2 though, guys, that's where things start to kind of change and the boss starts to become a little bit more, you know, damage centric, and it starts to damage you a ton. And specifically Valente is the one who actually does kind of, you know, sell the bag. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Surprisingly, it would be Valente of all the characters that does die, and this is coming from someone that did. This is my free-to-play account, guys. For you guys that don't know, my free-to-play account is a 9.4 million box CC account, and I do not have a ton of extra outfits for this Valente character, so that could be one of the issues. But again, like, you know, if you're free to play, you're probably not going to have a lot of these, you know, outfits for Valente anyway, right? It's just not something that's really, like, you know, for the most part, a thing for a lot of people, especially if you're free to play. Like, you only have the free to play outfits for her, right? So yeah, I mean, I'll have to go through my outfits after we do the run, guys, and just in general, and we'll talk about it. But yeah, no, I don't know, like, for whatever reason, whenever I use this Valente, I feel like she just has like a feeling about her that just doesn't feel that great, guys. I don't know what it is. Like, maybe it's just because I'm using her on my free to play account, and I think a lot of people from, like, you know, their whale accounts that have done it, like other YouTubers, I think they have a lot better of an experience, and that's because their accounts are whale centric, guys. I'm coming from this point of view on my free to play account testing this out, and it just feels a little lacking in terms of what you would expect from this character. You know, it on paper, as I mentioned, like, her kit looks really good, what she's saying in her kit. You know, the 40% attack related stats is really nice. I think the HP is also pretty nice too, and then the poison application is nice, but honestly, it's not that crazy. Like, I don't know, it might come off as, like, you know, kind of weird, but it just doesn't seem that crazy, guys. You know, one thing I think this character should have done instead of actually giving you the 40% attack related and the 20% HP, is I think this character should have provided all stats. You know, I think this character should have been relegated to RATATOSKR is the first thing, right? Because she is a universal demonic beast unit. You can use her on other demonic beasts. It's not specifically just this one, right? So there is that. And then on the flip side as well, guys, is that I do think this character should have been, you know, giving all stats. You know what I mean? Like, I think all stats is a lot better of a buff that you could get, you know, than just regular flat HP or I guess HP related and then attack related stats, right? It's just not, it's not the same. You know what I mean? So yeah, that is something that I did notice when going throughout the fight and was an issue for me at the very least. But I mean, that could be different for you guys depending on your account and your box CC. I think for me, at least from my experience, that has become one of the issues when going into the fight like this, right? I think that has been one of the things that I've noticed. So yeah, what we'll do on this turn though is we'll rip the ultimate with Gloxinia, we'll do the ult with Liz, we'll do the buff card, and then I think I will just AoE with Melee there. Yeah, I think I will. Like, yeah, so again, as I'm saying, guys, so Valente, like, and you guys are seeing her in action right now. This again, this is my 9 million box CC account. I am C5 unlocked. I think I'm at like 9% in Constellation 5 right now. So this is what you can kind of expect from this character if you are willing to summon for her. And that is something that is definitely very, very important if you guys are going to be, you know, summoning at all, right? Okay, let's do... Yeah, I don't even think I've fully built up Valente. Yeah, we're only at 2. Remember, you have to use a skill to be able to get her passive going, right? So what we'll do actually is we'll do the Valente ultimate. We'll do this. We'll do ultimate with Elizabeth, and we'll do the buff card just to cycle ultimate again, right? Yeah, so Valente, remember, on AoE skills, guys, she's able to apply the poison, so poison is really nice. She does also apply the poison on not just the AoE itself, it's the ultimate too. So as you guys saw right there, when I did do the ultimate, it applied it. And right because he lands on the mark right there, we do gain the all stats, which is really good. So now what we're going to do on this turn actually is I'm going to do the ultimate with Meliodas, and I'm going to do the follow-up Elizabeth ult. We'll do the buff card, and I think I actually will waste... I think the AoE with Valente actually, yeah, because remember, this is release, guys. She actually does have a hard-hitting like AoE skill. If you're not able to get, you know, the kill normally with just the skill she has right there. So we go for that. I go for the buff card as well, and then right here with the AoE, this is release, so this should do a good chunk of damage. We'll see. Look at that, man. Like, that's pretty good, guys. That's honestly not bad, right? Like, right there, she's able to get the damage you need to finish off, like, a stump like that when it is in that position. So I don't think that's, like, a bad thing at all. I think that's great, actually. She has pretty good damage. You know, that's a good thing. So, yeah, I think overall, like, my main issue with this Valente, and you guys will see it when we get into phase 3, is tanking. I don't know what it is. Maybe it is because I'm on my free-to-play account, guys. Maybe it is, man. Maybe I'm just not enough of a whale, guys. Like, that could be it. You know what I mean? That definitely could be it. So I honestly just don't know right now. Like, I actually just don't know what the whole thing is right now for it. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to see, right? We're gonna have to do a bunch of testing and seeing like what teams are the best. And I just wanted to try this team out too. I actually have not, like, you know, used the other variants of the team. I saw the Gloxinia team and I was like, that makes the most sense. It gives you a lot of defense related. And if I was to run the Jelly King variant, Valente would be even more vulnerable to damage because we wouldn't be giving her 40% defense related, right? It's just, I don't know, man. I don't know, guys. Like, I don't want to come off as like I'm hating this character, but I don't think she's doing like as much as I wanted her to, like, to do. You know what I mean? I don't know. It just doesn't feel like it's good enough. I don't know if that comes off as like, you know, whatever. But like, this is just like my thoughts when I'm talking about this character, man. That's literally it, guys. Let's do that, and yeah, we'll finish him off on the next turn right there. That's fine. But yeah, no, like it's just a little weird to me. I don't know, man. Let's see though. He comes back. We get the mark. That's attack. That's all stats. I mean, he is going to heal up a little bit. This gives us a turn to attack. I am gonna do the Demon King Meliodas ultimate. So actually, we'll do, yeah. So Demon King Melee. We'll do the Elizabeth ult. We'll do the rank 3 single target and follow up single target as well, just to make sure we kill. Let's just kill him now. Move on. And then, yeah, I'll show you guys the final phase here. If I'm able to live turn 1, like, I'm scared for living turn 1, guys. I actually am. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna live turn 1. That's the thing that I've noticed is a kind of a hard thing on this fight, you know. So right here, we do cleanse right there. We don't have a defense related buff, and I think it's this attack card, right? I think it's this one. For whatever reason, this card hits super hard, even when it's not critting. Like, I don't know what it is, guys. This card right here from the boss, it hits very hard. Yeah, no. Let's say I do move him though. So like, let's do. We don't have a shock, so I guess I have to bleed, right? I guess I have to. I'll do this, I'll do that, and then I'll do an AoE with Meliodas, and let's just see, like, is this gonna be, are we gonna be able to tank? You know what I mean? That was the one thing that I saw was kind of an issue, is tanking on this fight. So we'll just do that right there. We'll do the AoE with Meliodas, and that's gonna do a good chunk of damage. Now, oh, I probably should have got Elizabeth ult actually. Oh wait, you know what I'm gonna do, guys? I'm actually gonna reset that. I'll get Elizabeth ultimate, come back, and we'll try that instead. Actually, give me a sec. Alrighty, guys, we are back. We're gonna do the exact same thing this time, except this time I'm gonna make sure I use the Elizabeth card just so I'm able to get my ultimate back. I think that is going to be very important, just in case we do tank the turn. Like, I think I'm dead because it's double rank 2, but we're gonna try it anyway, guys. I just want to see, right? But yeah, that's the main thing that I've been mentioning all along, is the fact that Valente just cannot tank. It could be the fact that I don't have cosmetics for her like that. It could be that as the issue, and maybe I need to max out my cosmetics for her as well. But guys, I don't know. This is just like, if you guys are like, let's say you're like a 5 million box CC player, right? Let's say you're 5 million, you're 6 million, you're seeing this Valente, like all the other YouTubers are covering her, and you see that she's doing really good, but then you see, you know, my showcase here, and you're like, damn, like, maybe she's not that crazy. Look how much damage that did. Look how much damage that did, bro. That's with the Gloxinia defense related. Like, I got crit there, right? And but like, look at the rest of the team though, bro. Even the rest of the team too. I don't know, man. I think, you know, Jelly King providing the basic stats that he does for characters like, you know, Merlin, and then Demon King Meliodas and himself, is good, right? Obviously Elizabeth, she lived that completely fine. She wasn't, you know, having an issue there. It was mainly because Valente, just for whatever reason, just doesn't have the tanking stats. And I'm gonna forfeit out, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly what my Valente looks like. And for you guys wondering, Amazing, why didn't you run critical defense? Amazing, why'd you run critical resistance? I've tried both, guys. I've tried both. I might have to show you guys some clips, but I've tried both. You know, and that was the problem that I've had. So I'll show you guys the Valente here and what I got on her in terms of like costumes and stuff. Maybe that is a problem, and if you guys have this kind of situation where you're like the same kind of outfits as me, then yeah, maybe don't summon for this character, guys. Maybe don't. Because I do think, honestly, from my experience testing this character and the usage case that I've run with her, maybe I do need to try Jelly King instead of Gloxinia. I don't think that'll really help her specifically though, but I do think, you know, maybe the original team, even though it is a little bit more RNG reliant, might be better than running this variant, guys, at least for lower box CC players and people in, you know, kind of the realm that I'm at right now, like where I'm, you know, 9.4 million box CC, I'm Constellation 5. I feel like I still am dying on that phase even when I get the buff up too sometimes, guys. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, man. That is kind of just like my, not necessarily first impressions, but my thoughts on this character, you know. This is my point of view on testing out the character, and I don't want to come off as like I dislike the character, because I think what she's trying to do is good. It's just in practice, at least on my account, and maybe for you guys that are trying her out as well, you know, is kind of an issue, man. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, though. That is going to be it for the video. I hope you guys did enjoy, and we'll see you guys on the next video, man. Peace out and have a great rest of your day, guys. See you later, man.